Here on Brewed, we like to give you stories about craft beer. Now we have a story about beer craft.
Exactly.
Is that a thing? This is Bill Turner, and I call him Bill Turner Overdrive because this guy's taking care of business. And for the three of you that get that joke, thanks for watching.
I know your age bracket.
Yeah, right. Bill is an artist, right? So some people, when it comes to art, use oil paints. Some people use clay. Your medium is
Beer bottle caps.
Beer bottle caps. Some craft beer and some of the big boys as well, because they make really good bottle caps.
Yep, colors are awesome.
So yeah, this is a very impressive display here. We're here in the studio where you do most of your work.
Correct.
How in the world do you get started making bottle cap art?
Well, I started back when my daughter was at the University of Iowa, and she wanted a coffee table with bottle caps because that's what kids do.
Right.
And so we collected.
You see those online all the time where it's like, oh, this is a really easy thing to do. Just put bottle caps and then you put the
resin.
What is it? The resin.
Yep.
And they make it look like it's super easy to do. And my suspicion is it's not super easy to do.
Well, yeah.
It wouldn't be easy for me to do. I can promise you that.
So we were doing that, and as we were laying out the bottle caps, it just dawned on me that, hey, we could do a lot more than just a random design.
Right.
We could do actual art reproductions.
So you have the idea, rather than just doing bottle caps for the sake of bottle caps,
right,
really using those bottle caps as almost like pixels.
Exactly.
So then you have the idea to do...
This was my first art one.
Okay, now that was the one that struck me right when we came in the studio. This is, I believe, by Vincent van Gogh originally,
exactly.
right?
Yep.
The Starry Night.
That's exactly.
Now, he had to cut an ear off in order to paint this thing. You just had to drink a lot of beer.
Yes, it was a sacrifice I was willing to make.
You got the better end of the deal on this.
Yeah, I'd say so.
So this was the very first one that you did, was the Starry Night. That seems like a very ambitious way to start. Doing one of the masters, Vincent van Gogh, doing something like that as your first project just seems...
hubris, right?
Yeah, that's it, Icarus. You're a little too close to the sun with me on this one, with your wings of wax. Yeah. So you do the Starry Night, the Van Gogh, and then you think, okay, this is what I do now. I'm a guy that does this.
Yep.
And where did you get all the bottle caps? Did you drink all this beer?
No.
You had help. You had help with the first one.
I actually sent out emails towards the end of this saying, please drink one of these following beers that have blue bottle caps so that I can finish my Van Gogh.
Well, we should probably talk about the process of how you make this art. So you probably start looking at something and then walk me through the design process. How do you, because this isn't just willy-nilly. This isn't just, I think I need a blue here, not like with a paintbrush. This is all very well planned out, I'm assuming.
It is now. When I did this one,
it was like, so much.
A couple of pictures, and it's like, well, let's start with something like these and this and just see, because that kind of dictates the scale, right?
Right.
Because if you try to do that too small, then it would just be way too pixelated. If you got too big, it would just be too unwieldy to handle. So, and then I just kind of worked with it, and this one took months to lay out and get done.
Months and months was the first one.
Yeah.
So all of your creations, this isn't something you can knock out in an afternoon.
No.
Because my fear is you're going to watch this, you're going to see the work Bill's done. You're going to think, well, I got a lot of bottle caps. I could do that. And we're not trying to discourage you. If that's what you want to do,
go ahead.
But it seems like a nightmare waiting to happen, right?
It might drive you to drink.
There are worse hobbies, right?
True.
So you have a supportive group of friends that keep bottle caps for you.
Yes, I make them feel good about their drinking problem.
Well, anything for the arts. That's what I say. You get bottle caps not only from friends, but it's gotten much bigger than that.
I've got a couple of bars here in town that save their bottle caps for me.
So they know when they're opening their beers to save the bottle caps for you.
Yep. They have buckets that they put them in, and then I go every couple of weeks.
Can we talk about that? Because here in the studio, there are a lot of bottle caps.
Yes, there are.
I mean, this is quite a collection. How many different beers have you used over the years?
Oh, my God.
Because I'm looking here, and I don't know that you could really keep count.
No, a lot.
Right? I noticed this that when I'm here in the studio, I noticed a bottle cap, and it says Miller, but then Light spelled like Bud Light. And for a second I thought, wait a minute, did they work together on a beer that I'm not familiar with? That doesn't make any sense. Like one of those crossover comics where the Hulk is fighting Superman. But you did that.
Right. And if you look at the Cubs one there, you'll see I did find some bottle caps that were half and half.
Right. So some of those they made and some of those you made.
That one is all bottle caps that are half and half.
What kind of a nightmare is that to cut a bottle cap in half and then fuse it together? That seems like a lot of work.
It is.
Yeah. How long does it take you to do something like this? I mean, you've got a process now.
Original
Obviously, starting out was a long time.
ones take a lot longer than ones that I've done before.
Okay.
Like sport logos ones I've done. Once I've done one, then it's easy to.
And the sport logo ones, I imagine, are what people want for like their man caves,
Yep.
for their family rooms, their
Those
rumpus
are the ones
rooms.
that sell really well.
Those tend to move.
Yep.
The more artistic pieces, those take a little bit longer, I imagine.
Yep. Much longer.
Now, if people want to buy these, I noticed that the proceeds go to.
Juvenile Diabetes Research Foundation.
So that's fantastic.
Yeah.
So you're doing all this work, and it's a real labor of love because you're raising money for the Juvenile Diabetes Foundation.
Right. It's a win-win-win. I get to exercise my creativity.
That's a win.
My friends get to drink beer.
That's an extra win.
And JDRF gets some money to help cure type 1 diabetes.
So when you drink beer and get Bill the bottle caps,
You're drinking for a cause.
you're drinking for the arts and for children. And to fight diabetes is fantastic.
Yep.
You're doing the Lord's work is what you're doing. Bill, thanks again for having this.
Sure.
Great stuff. Have you had to explain to people how to use soap?
Yeah, it's just like, you know that scrubby thing that you already have? You can take the soap and scrub it on there and it'll do the same thing.
Dear sir, my name is Bill. I am a young man who enjoys doing art with bottle caps. Please do not change your bottle cap as it works great for my art. I get some guests. Hey, come on in. Come on in. No, we're not live. You're good.